Tonight on Follow the Leader.
As much as everybody would love for this all to stay static, just like TV did for 70 years, it's not going to.
Every day, over 400,000 profiles are created on Facebook. On that same day, another 100 million people are having a conversation on Twitter. Social media has transformed the world and how we communicate. And whether you're a small business or a big corporation, chances are you're trying to figure out how to take advantage of these tools. That's where Gary Vaynerchuk comes in. He believes he can harness that power.
Unless you're running fast, you're dead.
As the founder of VaynerMedia, a digital marketing agency that designs social media strategy for a growing list of Fortune 500 companies like GE and Anheuser-Busch that pay him hefty fees to create content and advertising on platforms like Snapchat, Facebook, and Twitter.
Snapchat, it's ready for prime time.
That help build their brands and sell their products.
This feels very, very, very right.
Gary is also a best-selling author and sought-after speaker who gets six-figure fees.
Yeah! Stand to go, mother.
Gary's a hustler, a creator of catchphrases.
Your hustle, your work ethic, your drive is not predicated on your zip code.
And is one of the loudest voices on the internet.
There is no reason to do you hate.
I'm embedding with Gary for 48 hours to discover if he's figured out the future of marketing.
I've made my profession on knowing what people are gonna do before they even know it about themselves.
I'm Farnoosh Torabi, business journalist and financial expert. I've written a #1 bestseller, have an award-winning daily financial podcast, and I've frequently contributed to Yahoo, Money Magazine, and The Today Show.
You're the best.
Each week, I'm taking you on a journey to find out what makes a different business visionary mega successful.
I'm not a boss. We're associates. We all work together.
Discover what drives their decision-making.
Inject fun and quirkiness into everything we do.
And find out what sets them apart from you and me.
I'm a teacher, I'm an inspirer, and I'm also a businesswoman.
Tonight, we follow the leader, Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary,
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Farnoosh.
Farnoosh, how are you?
This is your office?
This is my office, VaynerMedia.
All right, I'm following you.
Let's go.
Okay. Here's why I want to follow Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary and his family immigrated to the U.S. from the Soviet Union in the late 70s. The family business, a liquor store in New Jersey, became a testing ground for his ideas. First turning it into a specialty store, the Wine Library, then embracing e-commerce in its earliest days. He built his customer base by making a deal with Google, so anyone who typed "buy wine" online would be directed to his site. A digital pioneer, he was an early adopter of YouTube.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Wine Library TV.
Posting videos of himself advising people on how to buy great wine on the cheap. His videos went viral, some viewed over 100,000 times. Before most, he recognized the power of Twitter and used it to promote his product and himself. And that strategy paid off. Within a few years, the family wine business went from revenue of $3 million a year to $60 million, and Gary turned himself into a brand. He landed 7-figure deals to write business books, created a popular online video series
I just want to give a huge shout out to the Vayner Nation.
where he answered questions about entrepreneurship, and finally made a huge turn and started his own digital marketing agency. If he could sell wine, he could sell anything. So I want to know, how does a social media expert stay ahead of the game when his world is changing so fast?
What's up, gang?
Gary, how you doing?
Hey, man, how are you? Hey, guys. Here at VaynerMedia, we're a digital and social agency. We help the biggest brands in the world create pictures and videos that they post on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. We help them with the strategy to help them actually sell stuff in these new channels that are fundamentally taking over the world.
2 seconds?
2 seconds? Yeah. I know a lot of people have watched Mad Men. That was the 60s, this is 2016. The difference is we do our work inside of a phone, they did it inside of a television.
Is this your office?
It is. I'm more cozy in chaos. I'm scheduled every minute from 6 a.m. till midnight. And when you're scheduled at that level, your schedule takes control. When you have the audacity to run your own business and you want all the fruits that come along with that, the work ethic is the differentiator. It's the one controllable variable that people can deploy and win. The vision is to build a business that I own for the rest of my life, that hopefully ends up with me using it for my activities with the New York Jets, which is my ambition to buy.
So that's your ambition, is to buy the New York Jets.
Yep.
Why?
I learned how to speak English because of the Jets, and I first got accepted by the Friends in Edison, New Jersey, because I played football and we were all Jet fans. Would I like my legacy to be, you know, immigrant, not able to even afford a jersey of the Jets, to owning the team? Yes. The reason I think I'm a purebred entrepreneur by my definition is I like the game of entrepreneurship more than the fruits that it gives me, right? Like, time.
That interruption would be the first of many. Gary's assistant, Matt, fills the schedule with a constant stream of calls and meetings. His energy is manic. His words flow constantly. His mind never shuts off.
Can somebody get my phone? Because then that's when I really know what's going on.
It might seem trite, but Gary believes that hard work is always rewarded. And clearly, one of his superpowers is his tenacity.
What is this, 179?
178.
Gary builds brands, even his own. This is the conference room where he shoots Ask Gary V,
See, the reason I love social media is it's layered on top of the internet, and it doesn't cost you money.
a YouTube series where he fields questions about social media and marketing.
The ability to get exposure now has never been easier. The problem is that means everybody's going into that game, and it filters the supply and demand of attention. And so now everybody's got an at-bat, and now the cream has to rise to the top.
He'll post this on Twitter for his 1.2 million followers. It's free advice for the little guy, and it increases his visibility and credibility, something that corporations with deep pockets crave.
Cool, good?
How do you attract a lot of business? Well, it can't hurt if you establish yourself as an expert. Gary right now is in a meeting discussing some ventures, so I think that the topic of the meeting is potential investments. We have not been invited in. Gary covers a lot of territory in a given day, so he needs to be able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Right, so what's on the agenda now?
I literally don't know what I'm doing until I find Matt.
I'm starting to see why he's not like the rest of us.
Matt.
Matt. So I think it'd be really cool and helpful if you could walk me through a very basic social media campaign that would help a small business make money. Like, let's get really granular. What would you do if some flower shop came to you and said, Gary, please help me with social media so I can make money?
So the first thing that I think really, really matters, I have to get that person's actual finish line.
Okay. I think selling more flowers. Let's
Yes.
just, because everyone likes money.
You know, to me, the quickest way to sell flowers in America today, hands down, and there's no distant second, would be running Facebook ads. Facebook has over 1 billion users. If you run Facebook ads and only reach 1% of those people and you're trying to sell something, you're talking about the biggest transactions in the world. What people don't understand is data-driven marketing sits right now on Facebook.
Gary knows that social media gathers so much information from its users that advertisers can micro-target their customers with the help of that data. Take my flower shop example. There are currently over 500,000 people that are fans of the social media page called Flowers. If I send them ads to my store, then I get to market directly to customers who are interested in what I sell. And if just 1% buy from me, then I'm selling to over 5,000 people. That's power. So you've identified that they need to be on Facebook for their purpose of getting
Yes.
more flowers sold. What's next?
I mean,
Okay.
yo,
Kind of gotta go to your next meeting.
seriously? Okay. Yeah, I gotta do this.
Okay. In this next meeting, Gary's sitting with one of his creative teams. They're developing Facebook ads for a client that's asked we not mention their name. But let's pretend it's a cosmetics company looking to sell to women between the age of 18 and 45. And yes, this meeting is on the books for just 10 minutes.
Let's do it.
So everything happens fast.
What do we have?
Okay, so the first idea, we're calling it 45 Minutes of Life. We're gonna be 90 in total.
90 of them?
Of these 28, 29 second videos. What we like about doing 90 of them is that we can target infinitely.
I assume these are Facebook posts?
Yeah.
90 ads seems insanely ambitious. but they'll be simple. And with small changes to each one, VaynerMedia Analytics can post ads that are customized to each potential consumer. So if they're selling crazy nail polish color, they show up on the pages of women 18 to 24. If it's anti-aging creams, they go to 35 to 45-year-olds. Social media allows you to target only the people who are actually interested in buying the product, putting them just a click away from a transaction.